Next, from Springfield, State Treasurer Mike Frerichs holds a press conference to announce sweeping reforms of state-run college savings programs. This runs about 10 minutes.
Good morning. My name is Mike Frerichs. I'm the elected state treasurer. I'm the chief investment officer of the state of Illinois. We make investments to try and get a good return for the state, but I think what is many times more important is helping families to invest in themselves, to give them a brighter future, to make sure they have investments that pay strong dividends. And one of the ways we do that best is helping families invest in their children's college education through our 529 college savings plans, Bright Start and Bright Directions. We have over 450,000 accounts totaling more than $9 billion. But we think we can do better. And that's why today we are announcing sweeping changes to these programs that will lower fees, provide better investment options, and help families save for their college education. And we're positioned to do this because we took advantage of an opportunity. With our college savings contracts expiring this summer, we wanted to leverage the situation to ensure we are offering the best possible investment products at the most affordable prices. Our new program manager, Union Bank and Trust, who was selected after an open and competitive bidding process, makes it possible for us to do just that. With these changes, I'm proud to report that since taking office, I've been able to reduce fees by nearly 50% for moms, dads, aunts and uncles, and grandparents who are looking to save for their kids' college and for a better future. Currently, we have two programs, Bright Start and Bright Directions. Inside Bright Start, we have two options, Bright Start Direct and Bright Start Advisor. Bright Start Direct is our most popular option. It is a program that people purchase directly, most often in the comfort of their own home on their personal computer. Bright Start Advisor is a college savings program that people purchase through an investment advisor. Both of those programs opened in 2000. We also have Bright Directions, which, like Bright Start Advisor, is a college savings program that people purchase through an investment advisor. That program opened up in 2005. This summer, there will be sweeping changes to Bright Start Direct and to Bright Start Advisor. Bright Start Direct will have changes to its investment fund families. Parents will have a wider array of options and the same risk tolerances at a lower price point. Bright Start Advisor accounts will convert into Bright Directions program. As I said, both are already advisor sold. After this conversion, current Bright Start Advisor account owners will enjoy a wider array of options at the same risk tolerance and at a lower price point. Current Bright Directions account holders will see no change in their options. However, we have arranged for their fees and their costs to be reduced. Current account holders will be notified of these changes. They'll be asked to agree to new terms and conditions and to create a new login and password for their accounts. No other action is necessary. In the coming days and weeks, we have a series of actions that we will undertake to inform everyone of these changes. Media events such as this, letters to account holders and advisors, reminder postcards, emails, and a transition website. These changes will occur in July. We will have a short blackout period beginning July 12th at 3 p.m. after the markets close that day, and activity will resume on July the 17th. I realize this is a lot to take in, so I want to offer a little perspective. Earlier this year, we announced a change in our investment strategy. We rebalanced our portfolio. As a result, we're able to engage in longer-term investments that will create better yields for the state of Illinois. And today's announcement is along those same lines. Reviewing our college savings investments, making smarter investment decisions without increasing risk, providing broader investment options at lower costs. That is what families should do with their investments, and that is what the state should do as well. We estimate that these fee reductions will lower the cost by $10 million a year for families saving for college. As a father, I have dreams for my young daughter. All of them, however, can be summed up with one simple thought. I want her to have a better life than I do. I think every mother or father in our state wants the same thing for their children. I want to thank you for your time today, and thank you for your willingness to help us communicate these important changes, and I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
To what extent, if at all, are the funds or the Bright Start program affected by the current budget stalemate?
Not affected at all. These are separate funds. They're managed by Union Bank and Trust. The state has no access to them. What we've seen is when we made changes to our program 2 years ago, our Bright Directions program got a credit upgrade from a rating upgrade from Morningstar Rating Agency because they realized that these are completely different and separate than the state of Illinois.
To a certain extent, are you fighting a perception problem based on what Craig was just talking about, even if they're not connected? And in addition, in the past, people remember the Bright Start program, they remember the Alexi Janulius fiasco. Is there any indication of that in terms of the numbers that you have enrolled or might have had enrolled?
I think that is a potential problem or a concern, but I think when we've gone out and we've made improvements that significantly reduce fees or families are paying by approximately 50%. Independent rating agencies gave us a rating upgrade. They basically verified for us. And so financial advisors out there who are selling these products or helping people sign up and to save for college are telling them this is a program you can trust. It is very easy to lose trust, to lose faith in someone, but by steady, constant progress, working every day to manage and have oversight over these programs, we're rebuilding trust. And I think you've seen it with the increase in accounts we have in the state.
Well, what are the numbers telling you about enrollment? I mean, is it going up? Is it static or what?
Yes. I mean, we would love to have every family in the state saving for their kids' college education. And we're going in that direction. We are signing up more and more families. When we came in, we had significantly fewer college savings accounts. We've now surpassed 450,000 accounts.
And how does Illinois compare to other states, I guess, in terms of the percentage of families who are signing up? Do you have any data on that?
Well, so even though nearly every state has a college savings program, you do not have to invest in your state's program. So like a state like Virginia sells contracts all around the country. It's therefore much more difficult to determine what percentage of their residents have accounts or not. But we're focused on giving more Illinois families greater opportunities. So now when they come, we have an open architecture system where they will have greater choices in their investment funds that they're investing in. They're going to pay lower costs. We're going to make it easier for people to be saving for their kids' college education. And we think that will only result in more people participating.
Did you give you said the fees are lower?
Yes.
By what? Did you already say how much?
By approximately 50%. So there are a variety of different products out there. We have Bright Start, we have Bright Directions. Within Bright Start, you had direct sold and advisor sold. And so I think on your press release, there should be a table of those reductions, but on average around 50% in reductions. One program 53, 147. In some cases, there are no account management fees, but they are significant reductions in line with the reductions we were able to achieve 2 years ago with our Bright Directions account.
Is there anything being sacrificed with this reduction? Any program benefits or?
No, we think this is upside here. The whole industry has become more competitive. And we went out for RFP, I made it clear that my goals were reducing the amount that families were paying in fees. Because we know that when we can help families save about $10 million a year in fees, that's $10 million less that families are going to have to go out and borrow. This will ultimately reduce student loan debt for Illinois account holders.
Treasurer Frerichs, you issued the warning about from the bond houses. Where's the bottom? Are we getting close?
Well, I don't think we've hit it yet. The rating agencies, S&P, Moody's, Fitch, have said that Illinois needs to get a balanced budget passed. We've not yet done that. We saw last week two of the agencies gave us credit downgrades to just a notch above junk bond status. And I think they made it very clear that if the governor and the General Assembly fail to do their job, there might be more downgrades to come. But as I said earlier, with this program, we are separate from the General Assembly. We don't need a state appropriation to do our job because the money never belongs to the state. And what we found is when we do our job, when we reduce fees, that we saw a rating increase from another ratings company.
We saw some reports last week that even the state of Illinois wouldn't buy its own bonds. They're getting so bad. Where does that leave you from an investment standpoint?
Well, so right now, the state treasurer doesn't buy Illinois bonds, but we wanted to show that I cannot take great risk. I am limited in the type of investments I can make above a certain credit rating. And the state of Illinois has now slipped below that credit rating. So it doesn't really affect our investments, but it shows a great irony here that we're allowing ourselves to become too risky.
What will happen in the end if nothing happens by July 1?
Well, if nothing happens by July 1, I think some of the agencies have made it clear we're in line for further credit downgrades as a state. Now, what will that mean? It means that some institutional investors won't be able to buy our bonds, so there'll be less competition out there. We know that when you reach junk bond status, you pay a much larger premium in terms of interest. And we saw last year when the governor issued about $550 million in bonds. Professors conducting an independent analysis said that because of our lowered credit rating, the state would spend an additional $70 million in interest. That's $70 million that isn't going to go to fix our roads and our bridges, $70 million that can't go into our school system. That's something we won't see the consequences of tomorrow, but we will feel it for years and years to come.